It is in fact the holiday season. The snow is falling and the elves are working overtime this year. My name is Blake and this is Blackwood Decor, and today we're gonna build these 5 DIY projects that you can either sell this holiday season or you can give away as gifts. And the best part is, all of these are made with scrap wood. So let's go grab some scrap wood and let's get started. So now that we've got all of our wood sourced, we're going to sort it into the piles for the projects that we're going to make. So we're going to do coasters, a pen holder, propagation stations. These are going to be for the bubble board is what I call it. And then we've also got the pen holders. I've got them written down over here. So let's get this wood sorted. So now that I've got all of the wood organized, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these boards that are super high because we're not going to use all that height. So we're going to rip these down to create more scrap wood for all of our different projects here. So like this one's gonna get cut down and used in another project. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rip down some of these larger ones and sort those into the other projects, and then we're gonna get started. To maximize our time, we're going to want to work on the 2 things that we have to glue up first, so that way as that glue is drying we can work on the rest of these. So now we're going to want to set up our pattern. Each of these is 4 inches wide. This one is 16 inches long, so we should be able to get 4 coasters out of this one and then just 2 spare coasters out of these because we had to cut off. Good to me. Now we've got that nasty board milled down into, I don't even know what these are. Because it's a random piece of lumber, We've got one that is 3 1/4. We've got one that is 2 5/8. And they are 8 inches and 7.5 inches long. So these propagation tubes that I've got, the link is in the description below. It's an Amazon affiliate link, so if you do purchase through that link, I get a little bit of kickback, so help your boy out. There's 2 different sizes. This one's 7 1/4, so I think we'll probably use it for this guy here in some design. And then these are shorties. They're 3/4 of an inch thick, so I don't know. Let's start with this one, and then we'll come up with a design for this one. I did a little test hole to see where that tube stops, and 1.5 inches. So this tube sitting in here, standing up, we should be able to get 2 propagation stations out of this one board. So we're going to cut this 8-inch board in half. So we've got our 2 pieces. We're going to work on this one right here. So we need to find the center of this so we can drill our hole. So what we're going to do is corner to corner, let's grab a line, corner to corner, let's grab a line. There, it's our center point. I think with this piece, what I want to do is take my Forstner bits and just put a bunch of random holes all throughout this piece, so that way you can see through and see the tube and a little bit of the greenery. So just a quick tip before you start drilling these, I took a smaller drill bit and I drilled all the way through. Because there's that hole in the center, your Forstner bit's going to want to follow that curve. So I'm having a tough time going all the way through. So I drilled some reference holes all the way through, that way I can drill on one side. Once I hit that bottom part, I can flip it over and reference these. So I'll number all of these holes like 1, 1, 2, 2, so that way I know when I'm doing the different bit sizes. We have a guest appearance by my wife. We're gonna make the cell phone holder now. So this is 3 1/4 inches thick. We're gonna cut it 5 inches long and we're gonna cut it at a 15-degree angle on that 5 inches. Let's go get that cut. You wanna do it, Christina? So we've got our cut piece, we've got the 90-degree cut on top, we have the 15-degree cut on the bottom, and what we did is we measured up 1.5 inches, scribed the line all the way across, and then 1 inch off of each side, and we marked the line down. That's where we're gonna drill our holes for the phone holder. So I've got this brass rod. This one is 3/16. So that's gonna be the hole size that we're gonna drill in our wood. Roughly 10 inches. I mean, we're gonna cut it one more time. But I'll put a mark there. And then we're gonna sand off if there's any type of burr. So now that we have our brass piece cut to 10 inches in length, normally I use like a SOS pad or steel wool and just kind of clean it up a little bit, make some uniform scratches in it. Because this is brass, it's very easily bendable. So we're gonna find something, I find like hammers work really well. Something that's about 1 inch, 1.5 inches round. That's what we're gonna use to bend it. Our bent piece of brass, and we have our holes drilled in our wood piece. We're gonna insert it right through the back there. And that is going to be the premise for our holder. Obviously these aren't going to be perfect, so we're going to trim these up a little bit. And I also kind of want to add a little bit of shape to this just to make it look a little bit nicer. So we're going to put our phone on here, kind of find the angle by moving these in or out. Kind of like that angle right there. So what we're going to do is we'll mark right across here, make sure that they're even, and we'll go trim those. thank you for checking out Blackwood Decor's channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I hope this video finds you well, and I hope that you are making something magical in your workspace this holiday season. We'll see you in the next video.